And while we are speaking about the rescue operations, there you see the visuals of that Bailey Bridge that has been made as because of the Indian forces, the Indian Armed Forces, the Indian Army, and also with help from the NDRF teams in a dramatic rescue operation. The Army rescued 4 people, including 2 men, 2 women. Thankfully, they were rescued by the Army personnel in Wayanad. In fact, it was thanks to an advanced light chopper that was put into action, pressed into action for the rescue operation. Akash joins us for more on this dramatic rescue. Akash, tell us more. Will this chopper be used for further rescue operations as well?
Yes, this chopper is being used and will be used in further operations. But this time, Indian Army and in fact the soldiers who are there on ground have got a big success in terms that they have rescued. In fact, 4 individuals. In fact, they have found 4 individuals under the debris. And 2 male, 2 female, have been found there. We have been told that, they are using ALH to carry them to the hospital. And, the officers are very much deployed. They are not just creating bridges, but are also, taking individuals, from that particular place to the hospital, because many of them are found there in conditions where they need medication, urgently. And that's the reason why Indian Army, and not just Indian Army, but Indian Air Force is also helping in the operations.
True. In fact, you just answered my next question. I was wondering if the Indian Air Force is also, helping in the rescue work. The search and rescue helicopters, Akash, is one of the most effective way to try and save people's lives. Why wasn't this pressed into action earlier on? Is it because of the inclement weather?
One thing is that Indian Air Force is deployed from day one. But yes, when it is about, helicopters and aeroplanes, so we need, specific weather conditions for that. In fact, day before yesterday, one C-17 Globemaster went from Hindon, carrying a number of bridges. Even today, we are learning about several drones that are going from Hindon, for the mapping of that particular area that will further assist in the rescue operation that is being carried out by the forces. As of now, while we are talking, Avantika, not just Indian Air Force or Indian Army, but Indian Coast Guard, Indian Navy, and all other agencies are working there, tirelessly to rescue the individuals and, carrying out this operation.
Absolutely. Stay on with me. Neetu is also joining us. Neetu, the rescue operations in Wayanad is likely to take some time. It's likely to go on for weeks. But thankfully, the Bailey's Bridge has been built. How helpful the construction of this Bailey's Bridge been for the rescue personnel?
That's correct. The Bailey Bridge is going to be a real help for the rescue work, especially up Mundakai. We are at Churalmala right now, as we have been reporting from morning that today it is like they have divided it into 6 zones, the government, and rescue is going on in all these 6 zones. This is one zone. If we can see the visuals that Hitachis and JCBs are being used, they're actually digging up the mud and all which has been washed away in the landslides and brought here and deposited, looking if there are any remains here. Now, if you look at these rocks here, these are the heavy rocks that have come. Most of them have come and have gotten deposited here during the landslides, and this is also one of the reasons why the death toll has also been on the higher side. Imagine people getting hit, houses being hit by these rocks which are so heavy. So that has also added to it. So right now we can see the teams. They are the fire defense NDRF teams here, searching every corner. We can see that they are looking even on the corners of each rock to see if there are any remains. The Hitachis are being used to dig up whatever has been accumulated here. So this entire stretch, this is a work that is happening right now. There are volunteers also. A drone is being used here to get a better picture, to see if there are any remains or anyone stuck. These are all things that are happening at Churalmala at the moment. On the other side, we can see the Bailey Bridge that has been constructed and completed. Workers are here. Even ambulance can now go up to Mundakai area. So if I'm just asking my camera person to pan and show towards this side, this is basically the Mundakai area where we can see that ambulance is going up right now. It was not possible for this. There was no access till yesterday. Now now these vehicles are going up. They're also atop there at Mundakai. That village is almost washed away. That is where the rescue operations are going on, looking under the debris if there are any remains, if there is anyone. The government says that they are still hoping that there could be someone. They can save people, and also looking for some answers for the families of those who have lost their loved ones.
Oh, it's an absolute tragedy, but it's also so commendable to see all the rescue work and how these 140 army personnel put together this 190 feet Bailey Bridge to try and make the rescue work even more simpler. Now you're at ground zero, Neetu. Can you tell us what really are some of the challenges and obstacles that the rescue personnel are still facing while trying to save people's lives?
See, the inclement weather is something which the rescue personnel are facing even now. Yesterday afternoon in the second half also the rains were bad, the conditions were bad. They have to stop and they had to ask people to move to the other side. Even now, morning it was raining. It's like a constant drizzle that is happening. So the mud actually becomes very slushy. There is water there. So it becomes difficult for people to kind of walk up the road. So that is one thing. And then further, if the rains are there, what happens is that everything gets buried underneath, and it becomes difficult for the people to really find, even if there are remains there, it becomes difficult. So that is why these things are being done at a great speed, so that we can at the earliest the people need to be recovered. Otherwise the chances by the day will get lesser. As of last night, about 206 people are still missing. The families of these people will be looking for answers. They are looking for answers. So how much ever they can, these people can help. That is what, how much ever at the earliest the rescue is over, and even if it is the remains, if they could recover those, that will be that is of great importance at the moment.
But at least the construction of the Bailey Bridge, which has restored connectivity between these two areas that have been affected, Churamala and Mundakai, has now helped ease the rescue operations. But as Neetu was telling us, there are still some challenges. Neetu, I'm going to leave it at that. Thank you so much for joining us. We'll keep coming back to you. Breaking news coming in that a wooden hoarding has collapsed. The incident has